This is not the video we were expecting to make. We were supposed to be out in the middle of the Gulf right now.
In rain as it's raining.
In the middle of a cold front.
Still going, moving.
Dreaming of the islands. But no, while you're watching this video, we're here in the depth of our engine trying to figure out what the freaking problem was. Subscribe if you want to give us a little bit of encouragement. It never hurts.
But, you know, working hard. Stuff we would have, you know, had to do in the middle of the ocean, so at least we can do it now.
After all, they do say that it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, right? And we're taking that saying quite literally by still being here, experiencing the journey, guys. The video channel has changed.
Still at the beginning of the quest.
At this point, we should name our channel like We Never Left the Dock.
We'll get there. We're gonna get there.
Yeah.
We're just gonna persevere, never give up. A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor.
Anyways, you must ask yourself, well, there must be some good news. That's what we're working on now. Watch the whole video and then we'll catch you up at the end. So, let's get this started.
Let's go.
So last week you saw that we sailed back into the marina without an engine, and we had a guy come, wasn't really sure what was going on, and we tried to ring them back and they didn't reply.
36 is not available.
Then another mechanic came in and told Max to remove all the fuel injector lines.
I don't know what he was talking about, but
he was just trying to help.
I think he was just trying to help. So the mechanics came, they had a quick look around the engine. We ran it for a bit. There was some oil that came out of the bottom and some smoke coming out of the oil dipstick area. He told me to put in some sweat coins, take out the few injectors and kind of get the top off. So it kind of saves us some money because these guys ain't cheap. But yeah, let's get started and see what we can do today. This off. I got these off.
So anyways, we're at the point where it's like, well, what now? Either we wait for Chuck to check on our engine, attempt fixing it ourselves, but considering all the comments on forums and people's experience with Volvo Penta 2003T, the 2000 series, we were not very optimistic about it and became very discouraged on the engine that was powering our boat.
Waiting definitely for Volvo people to come, but there's no Volvo people here, so I don't know how that would happen. Pass the time and research the history about Volvos and Volvo Penta.
So guess which one we did?
I was just researching. Did you know that Volvo Penta is named after the 5 guys that were tasked to come up with a catchy name? They couldn't come up with one, so they called it Penta, like pentagram.
That's pretty cool. Good fact. Thanks for sharing. I'm sure the community here would be excited about that.
I mean, pretty fun fact of the day. We should have a fun fact every video. Make it actually interesting.
Anyways, we ended up calling our last
and final
phone
mechanic.
number, last and final mechanic, Jose. A man with 20 years of experience working at Volvo. With glasses like that, you could only be the best.
Hello, Jose. Is this Jose?
Yes, sir.
Hi there. This is Max. Elite Diesel gave me your number. I hear that you work on Volvo Pentas.
Yes. Okay, Mac. Thank you for calling.
Thanks, Jose.
Okay, bye.
Bye. So Jose is coming now. It's 12:35 and he's coming at 1. It's a different mechanic, so I took apart the fuel injector, so we won't be able to run the engine. Hopefully he knows what's going on. Issue is we're getting further and further into what is called the cold front territory, where there's just more and more cold fronts. They're 3 days apart, and the Gulf of Mexico is really, really, really rough. And what happens when it's rough seas?
Scary for beginners. I mean, at the end of the day, we have zero experience in sailing, and being stuck in a big storm is gonna be scary.
For 7 days. Yeah, 7 days of cold fronts. It's not going to be what we want. So she was saying that, you know, most people leave in March, if not from November. They have to wait.
We can't wait until March.
No, we can't. Financially, we can't. Can't stay sitting here for longer, can we? Hopefully our little Penta gets fixed. Hopefully today even. I'm an optimist. Say a little prayer for Jose. So I was told by someone to take off these.
It's off, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, the best thing you can do is just put everything together and try to bleed it. I wish you called me before you take it apart.
I know.
And when you start the engine over there, just give it throttle. Don't be afraid. Just give it all the way to the top. When you hear the engine running, you just play with the throttle. You know or nothing. You know, just go.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Mucho gusto.
Muchas gracias.
Oh, ya sabes. Ahí está. Tú tienes mi teléfono.
Sí. Buen día. Aww. He immediately knew the two problems. Oil leak and the belt was too loose, causing the coolant pump to not run smoothly. As you saw, Jose just came by and it's really good news. Hopefully everything's fine. It was just the belt that was a bit loose, which caused the coolant to leak. This part wasn't turning right because the belt, as you can see, was not tight. And the oil leak was a separate problem. Max was just overfilled the oil, so he was like, I just wish you called me the same day. You could have been gone by now already. So anyways, he couldn't do much work because Max had removed all the injector lines, so he was gonna come back the next day after Max put on his mechanic hat on, put all the fuel injectors back on, and we bled the engine and ran it ourselves. Oh. It's running! Now, since our engine problem happened, we delayed going grocery shopping. So today, that's what we're doing. Our neighbor has a Costco card, and we're gonna go hit the stores. Max has never been to Costco,
I'm excited.
so he's excited. And you might have noticed that we have another car. Remember how last video we talked about community? Well, our neighbors lent us their car, so that's really, really kind. I'm speechless still. I don't understand how generous this community is. It's very, very refreshing to see. I grew up in the city. It's not like that there. Thank you, Todd and Kay, for lending us your car. It's been very, 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 very helpful.
What's going on?
We just bought a lot of food, and now I'm trying to find space to store all that food.
She said it could happen. She was confident. So we're gonna find little crannies to hide our noodles. Let's hope it all goes to plan. Let's hope we have enough space.
Instead of having them in the cardboard, let's avoid any cockroaches to come nibble on them.
Well,
So-
sadly, cockroaches eat plastic.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that. Today is the day that we determine if we can leave on Sunday. So it's an important day. Will we leave on Sunday? Let's find out.
We'll see if Jose can come back and rev those engines. Let's hope that it's gonna work.
It don't take much. This engine was supposed to take a little bit.
Yeah.
Not that much. It's good now.
And what did you think of the smoke that was a bit there?
I think the smoke was because there was lose the coolant, you know what I mean? That's why the smoke was.
The oil leak didn't come from overfilling, but it came from our oil cooler,
Yeah.
which is situated in the very middle of the, like behind the heat exchanger, so it was a nightmare to get off.
Hey babes, what are you trying to do?
We're gonna take off the heat exchanger, but it's pretty locked in there, and I don't really know where I'm meant to take it off from, you know? The oil cooler's in between the heat exchanger and the engine, and we have to find out what's wrong with the oil cooler because it's leaking. But the problem is, since it's so old, all the seals are all blocked up, so I'm worried that we're gonna rip all the seals apart And when we put it back together, we're gonna have leaks from the heat exchanger now. And what happened when we took it off, eh? That thing was
like
corroded.
dust.
That thing was just like, I tapped it and the whole shell, the outer casing just came off. So it just been like oozing oil from that hole.
Yeah. Why the long face?
Well, I was just taking apart this, the oil cooler, and just
Completely
falls apart.
broke off.
It's a good thing we're gonna replace it. I don't know with what yet, a Bauman oil cooler.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I got a lovely dinner made by yours truly.
Lifting spirits through food.
We're here choosing between two different oil coolers. Penta Volvo, brand new is 2,500. The alternative is that we go with an aftermarket one and we use rubber tubing hoses. Tomorrow, mission statement. We're gonna drain that basin out. We're gonna get that gun thing and drain it all out. We're gonna start cleaning the engine, proper clean. We're gonna scrub it down. We're gonna use my favorite thing here, some WD. We're just gonna rub it down. I think we probably can even sand off all the erosion and then paint it properly. I'm gonna take apart the heat exchanger tomorrow morning. Anyway, I'm enjoying my little glass of wine. It's been a fun day. A lot of new, interesting things that you learn every day.
Don't worry, guys. This channel's gonna be fun one day. We're gonna get to the islands, I promise you. You won't have to look at us fix engines. Although, it makes me feel better because I feel like you're here with us, you know? Like, you're part of this grinding team. And together, we can vanquish any challenge. But I promise you, every challenge has a reward, and your reward will be the islands. Who knows, one day, if this community grows, if we have the subs to back it up, I would love to have people come on our boat and like be a part of this journey in the islands.
We need a giveaway.
Yeah, well, not give it, but like be a part of this. Like, not having you just behind a screen, but like actually come and hang out with us. Now we're all cut up. We're back in the future. We're back in the present. And we are cleaning our engine and waiting for the oil cooler part to arrive.
Which is an aftermarket cooler from a little company out of Florida. We went for an aftermarket because the actual Volvo Penta oil cooler model that came with this boat, to replace it cost about $4,000, and
we couldn't even find a part.
They're only in England, and since it's such an old engine. Anyway, people in the forums with the same engine kind of said that aftermarket coolers probably won't degrade as quickly and also cost a fraction of the cost. We just got to do the tubing myself and kind of work that out. But you know, live and let learn.
Yep. Okay, guys, that's the end of this video today. I promise we're gonna get our shit together. We're gonna bring a lot of hopefully fun content, different content. We have a lot of ideas. We have a lot of things that we want to do with this YouTube channel, not just showcasing our life in the islands, but bring a little...
Boring.
But bring a little Manu Max sauce, salt and pepper into the mix of the sailing channels out there. And also, we want to bring you here. We want to bring you right here to the islands. It's gonna happen. So bear with us as we fix our little engine problems and get that sorted out. That's it. And I have itchy eyes right now.
Don't rub it in the chemical, boy.
Yeah. Oh. Nothing better than Christmas music to lift up our spirits. What's on your head?